What's up, y'all? Welcome to Palmetto Cats Live. It's been a while, and we're at a new time, 8:30. But I hope you enjoyed that sultry blues rock and roll music there to bring y'all into a nice, calm evening. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome, everybody. It's been a while. Spring sports are just about over, so I'm able to go live tonight. Appreciate everybody hanging tight and understand, what the life of an administrator. We got to go support the kids, but we are here tonight, and we're here tonight to talk about a bunch of things, but mainly the Palmetto 500, which is this weekend. Panfish tournament coming up, so I hope that you guys are able to watch even just a little bit of it. But it's going to be an interesting tournament, and it's going to be panfish. So who doesn't like to catch panfish? But before I start saying hello to everybody in chat, I do have a few guests in the basement. Mr. Two Stands, no stranger to tournaments. What's up, Stan?
Boom, boom, bam. How's it going, Kevin? Glad to be here tonight.
I'm doing awesome, man. I'm just doing awesome. Glad to be live again. I missed you guys for the past couple weeks, and I'm just glad to be back.
Yep.
Then we got the D Train, Dustin. Team
What's up?
Who's that down there beside you?
Landon.
Landon, what are you doing down there? Hanging out with Dad?
Yeah.
All right.
By the way, that is now Fire Chief Landon. That it was official. We dubbed him. We had the ceremony. He is now Fire Chief Landon. I'm just saying.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Landon, on being a fire chief. And then we got King of the Knuckleheads right there. Take down Mr. KP.
What's up? How y'all doing tonight?
Oh man, I'm good, man. I'm glad to be back. Doing a live stream again and get to talk to everybody. And I the only interaction I've kind of had with people is on your show, KP, in the morning. You and Hogleg.
Yeah, been enjoying you coming in, man. Appreciate the support. And the other guys up on the screen, good to see y'all this evening too. Appreciate everybody. Yeah, man.
I'll go ahead and say that if you haven't this is the thumbnail that I had up last, but that's the Boar's Nest. That's Hogleg's channel. But y'all trade off in the mornings from 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. And you have Mondays and Tuesdays. He has Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Exactly. Yes, sir.
All right, y'all make sure you check it out, guys. If you have a long drive like I do, it is nice, except for Fridays, to have a live program to listen to. They don't go live on Fridays, which they need to.
Man, we got a lot of slack. We quit doing Friday lives, but we just, 4 days a week. We was doing 6 hours a day. We cut back to 4 hours a day.
You don't want to hear no excuses, Bo. Make it happen. All right, let's move on.
You got it.
I just want to say thank you to my Boom Squad members. If you didn't have a chance to see the intro, thank you for the Boom Squad members. Those are the people with the little icons beside their name. Some of them look different for how long they've been a member. So thank you. I see Wayne, Robin C, Stan 2, of course. Got Fishing with Big Mike. I'm sure there's other ones in here that popped up. Uncle Jeep, Catfish Bill. Thank y'all so much for all the support you show me throughout the years. I have a couple that are over 2 years in. So that's awesome. But we're here tonight to talk about the Palmetto 500. And there's Fishing with Big Mike with his milestone super chat, the Gold Boom Squad member for 26 months. He said, "Let's go." Yeah, Landon, say it. Let's go.
Let's go, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
There's Catfish Bill. He'll be joining on the boat on Saturday. There's Wayne Huska, member for 23 months. Let's go.
Boom, boom, bam.
Boom, boom, bam. Now they're rolling in. Miss Adventures with Robin C, member for 5 months. Palmetto 500.
Robin C.
Uncle Jeep said, "Is this what the symbols mean? I thought I was tagged on a channel as a troll." There's 3+1 Outdoors. They're also a Boom Squad member. Y'all, if you need some encouragement in your life, or you just, maybe you've backslid a little bit and you've been struggling with your relationship with God, you guys need to check out 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3+1 Outdoors. Some great information right there. And, you always leave that show feeling inspired.
Exactly.
So go check them out. Boom Squad members as well. Let's get to the meat of the subject. We're talking about the Palmetto 500. And, I know that numbers are low tonight. We're watching, but there's been a lot of new shows coming up. I think El Gato Azul has a show. Carolina Real Screamers now at 8 on Wednesday nights. I know Lori's live fishing. You got the Old Carver podcast going on. So I appreciate everybody who came in and listened, and maybe you're listening to multiple ones. That's awesome too. Support everybody. Thank you.
Yeah.
So kind of a unique tournament, the Palmetto 500, based on the Indy 500. This was the brainchild of myself and Michael Murillo. And he said, man, I just really want to do a panfish tournament. I was like, well, let's do it. So he can't be here tonight. His wife got them a dinner with the vice president of their company. So they're out, big wigs.
All right now. Great poupon. Oh,
Hey, look, we got fishing and stuff in here, guys. Look at that.
Uh-oh.
Fishing and
Everybody
stuff.
behave.
It's about to get
What
crazy.
up? What's up, Keith?
He just put out a new video today. The craziest fishing lures. I hadn't had a chance to watch it, but y'all go check that out. All right.
I saw that.
Here are the people that are fishing so far. You got myself, yours truly. You got Michael Murillo Family Fishing. Of course, you got two stands. You got Dustin and Landon from Team Snag and Whiskers.
You to my chief.
Yep, there he is. You got Takedown Catfishing, Mr. KP. You got Mr. Roy from Reeling by Faith. Look at him.
Good evening.
Hi.
good evening. Hello.
How you doing?
The video
What's up,
going.
Roy?
That's right.
Howdy, howdy.
Looks like Roy's coming to us from the banks of Lake Marion.
Any busy videos?
Looks nice out there. Then we also have Robin, who's in the chat, Adventures with Robin C. We have Danny Stone Outdoors, guys. He's going to be joining us. And then you got Miss Chrissy and Mr. Ernie going to be streaming together as well. So a good little crowd there. I think it's going to be fun. What do you guys think about it so far?
I'm excited.
Thank you for my romantic walk.
All right now.
We didn't wait on the moon to come up.
It's like they must be outside.
They are.
Yeah, that's my wife, Amy.
Hey, Miss Amy, how are you?
Hi, Amy.
And Captain
Hello.
Earl, he's one of our guides here from Harry's.
All right. Yeah, they live at Harry's Fish Camp right on the lake.
And here's Catfish Gabe. That's Amy's dog.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I know that myself and Mr. Catfish Bill are going to be fishing off my pontoon boat in the Cooper River. And we're going to be targeting shell crackers, hopefully, big bluegill, things like that. What about you, Stan? What are you looking for as far as panfish are concerned?
An undisclosed location. I had no idea Dustin was in this. He's actually my plan B. But actually, he's my plan D for Dustin. But
Be careful. Your plan D might be my
I
plan
thought,
A.
oh, there we go. Hey, work something out.
Danny Stone
But I
said,
will be,
I'm gonna
one-
baby fish y'all to death. I know where some bluegills just hatched.
Well, one thing you know about Danny Stone, he gets some catfish, but he can also catch a bunch of those other things too. So
He told me to
he's
find a honey hole.
a contender for sure.
Frogs and bugs don't count though.
Oh,
Hey, Danny told me this morning on our show that he got a honey hole. He just gonna release it on us Saturday.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Up, Don
What's
R.
up, Small Water Charters? Daddy Blunt's in the house. Mr. Don R came in too. Cool Cats Fishing. Saw him and Mr. Daryl fishing out there today. I don't know if they're fishing. They're doing a lot of arguing.
Yeah. Look like an old married couple out there.
Yep. How about you, KP? I know you said that you were trying to find a location where you can get signal. That's one of the things with these live tournaments. You got to have a signal.
Yeah, buddy, I'm struggling to find a place, but I think I gotta take a little trip tomorrow. I'm gonna go over a couple counties to the state forest over there in Cumberland County, and they got a park over there. It's got 3 lakes in it, and the one in the middle is supposed to be the hot spot for crappie and bluegill. So I'm gonna go check it out. Hopefully, I got a signal. If not, then I'm back to square zero. But I'm gonna find somewhere.
There's Mr. Jeff Beal saying hey to everybody. Danny said that his main target species are green sunfish hiding in the rocks along the shoreline. Robert Molden said Danny will get stuck in the mud and never make it. Uh-oh. Robin said, Danny, I hope you get a turtle and you video how to get his mouth open with his mouth. That came from that came from the Ladies' Choice Tournament on Saturday. We were talking. Danny said, he's telling everybody how you get a turtle to open his mouth, and by sticking your finger up its rear end. So I commented, and I said, "Well, maybe that's how Danny's wife gets him to let go of things."
Look at Stan's face.
So Robin just reminded us of that special move. We'll call it the Danny Stone maneuver. There's Hogleg. He said hashtag Team KP. And there's
thank you, Bob.
Like that.
Keith's been a member for 17 months. He said boom, boom, boom. And then Don R just rejoined the Boom Squad. Welcome back, Don R. Thank you for joining again.
All right.
There's Miss Shirley T. And Danny said, oh, I might throw out a catfish rod off the side just for fun. Oh, okay. So
Kevin,
he's not as serious.
that would be Danny. That would be Danny. He's going to catch a cat. He's going to catch like 50 catfish during a panfish tournament.
Did I?
Well, Roy, I know that you are planning on hitting the perch. Is that right?
Perch and brim, all depends.
Yeah.
I'll be fishing
what exactly?
probably in the canal, and if canal don't work, I'll go get perch right out in front of Harry's.
Okay. There's Mr. Maurice and Mr. Bugman. Then you got Uptown Chrissy Brown, who is also in the tournament.
Hey there,
Bugman said, I like Roy's name. Yep, his channel's called Reeling by Faith.
That's right.
Roy, we had been praying for you for the past month, and I'm glad that you're all healed up and doing better.
Well, I will say prayers work. I've had prayers all across the United States, and I thank y'all for every one of them. And I'll tell you nationwide that the doctor came in to visit me, the heart doctor, and she threw her hands up in the air and said, it's gone. I don't know where it went, but there's nothing. It's gone.
We know where it went.
We all know where it went. And just to let you know, Kevin, we had prayer for your dad today. He is on our prayer list here at our church. So,
oh man, appreciate that.
Yep, I'm praying for him too, bud. When I go to church Sunday, I'm gonna put him on our prayer list too.
Amen. Appreciate that. He needs it. Next Thursday is the big day. Danny Stone said this will be the fastest fish on fish anybody's ever seen. Yeah, so that's one of the things.
Fish on.
You got to have a clicker. And I sent the link to people, and some people already had one. And definitely we're gonna have to keep track of our own fish, especially if we don't have a host. By the way, we do have an extra spot if somebody wants to jump up and host. So if you're
Well-
good with keeping track of bait fishing stuff or keeping track of fish and not easily distracted, then you can jump up and definitely host. Bugman
And,
said, "No way, praise the Lord. That's awesome. It's the best news I've ever heard." Roy.
All right.
Amen.
It's always good when you hear Bird's blessing.
Amen.
You about to say something there, Stan?
Well, I was just going to say, if there's another angler out there that wants to fish, not trying to take Dustin's plan A or B away from him, but if there's another angler, I would be willing to swap duties and host instead of fish. So that's
All right. Well, we'll see.
an option
We'll
out
see
there.
if somebody pops up. All you got to do is just send me a message. There's Justin Fishing Fetish. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in.
Hey.
I want NJ Fishing Maniac in it. Well, and we don't have to have a co-host, so I do have an open spot too. If somebody wants to fish, you just gotta let me know. Of course, not in the chat. Just message me so we can get there officially. All right, let's talk about how you win this thing. All right. This is probably going to be the most laid back tournament you've ever seen in your life because you don't really have to do anything but catch one fish. And Roy reminded me of that. He said, I don't know why I need a clicker. I just got to catch one fish, and it needs to be the last.
I'm just hoping I can catch one. That's me.
Roy, I got you muted for your dog there for a minute. So first place is the person who catches the 500th fish. Now I know some people are like 500 fish. Oh my God, how are y'all going to do that? Well, me and Bill went out last year and in a couple hours caught 60. Whatever.
Yeah, if you can get on and find them, you'll catch a lot of them.
Yeah, and it's not 500 like Kevin catches 500, Stan catches 500, Dustin. It's all of us together. So that's what makes it fun. It's kind of like it's a team tournament, but then there's only one winner.
Right.
So whoever catches the 500 fish, that's the final lap, like the Indy Car 500.
All right.
Yes, we're all cheering for each other till about 495. Then it's like, all right, I don't care if you catch one, Kevin. You can slow down a little.
Well, Chrissy said it's supposed to storm all day Saturday, so we have 2 spots open now. So if you hadn't got in it yet, you can email me or message me, and we'll get you in there. There's Annette. How you doing, Miss Annette? Good to see you.
Hey, that.
There's Pontoon Jody. What's going on, Miss Jody?
Jody. Oh.
There
My
you
Jody
go.
should get in this too.
Hi, Jody.
Justin said that's an awesome idea. Thank you. We do have a second place, whoever catches the 400 fish. And guys, we're not doing any prizes in chat. We're not doing any money. Michael Murillo and I are sponsoring medals because I just do, I do medals. That's what I do. So that's it. So, we may not even have that much viewership because people are not going to be winning prizes. But I tell you what, it's going to be fun. It's going to be friendly. And we're going to have a great time. And if you need catfish bait, you're going to have catfish bait.
Hey.
So this is not strictly CPR then.
No.
Okay.
And that's one of the things that we said, if you need fish for bait, you can keep them as whatever's legal in your state is fine. But we can't, if I catch a little bass, I'm not going to keep it because number one, we have to keep it 12. It has to be 12 inches. And then number 2, we can't use bass for bait in South Carolina.
Right.
So, the tournament is this Saturday. Hey, there's Wabash Nate. Let the bobber stay under as long as you can. What if there's a tie? Yeah. So I guess whoever says holds the fish up first. Hey, let's go ahead and define that. Whoever has the fish unhooked and shows it first, that's the winner right there.
There we go.
There you go.
Someone blew an engine. It was Stan too. So this week, I don't know. I'm not sure what that means. Daddy's
Look at his face.
so we'll have storms too, but Doc Neiman can throw from inside the truck. There you go. Let's see. Hey, there's Avin. I have a live well with catfish bait. Let's see.
No, you can't fish from the live well, Avid. You can't catch sunfish from the live well. Doesn't count.
That's right. Don't be like Jody and go to fishing in an aquarium now.
You might look at swallow the hook. I hear that. But and then the third place is of course the 300th fish. We will also have a most fish medal, and then we'll also have a most species medal. Hey, David Smith, how you doing? So species, and that includes different sunfish. So like if you get your bluegill versus a pumpkin seed, that's two different species. That's
Right.
how we're gonna do that. Just so it'll be more fun.
Yeah.
Hey Chucky, how you doing? And then we also have youth prizes too. So Landon needs to listen to this. If you catch 10 fish, you get a bronze medal. If you catch 20 fish, you get a silver medal. If you catch 30 fish, you get a gold medal. And if you catch the most fish of any other kid, you get a medal. And if you catch the most species, you get a medal. So there's adult prizes and kid prizes. And I know that Mr. Murillo's daughter is going to be fishing with him. So there will be at least 2 kids in the tournament. What do you think about that, Landon?
Mhm. Yeah.
Sound good?
Yeah.
He said, yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, sure, let's go fishing, man. Stop with all the talking. But that's the main point, guys. What about a bacon medal? Oh man, I'm hungry. But that's it. And basically we'll just be fishing and catching panfish, guys. I mean, there's not much to it. It's gonna be fun.
You love you.
Not sure what else to add to that.
So, rules wise,
Yes.
Yep.
just
one rod
just one
per
hook?
angler. Yep, one rod per angler. And then public waters only.
and only one hook on that rod, right?
That's right.
Okay.
It's all right if you rotate rods. You just can't fish with one, right?
Yeah, that's right. So if you're fishing with jigs or something and you got different colors
Right.
rigged up or whatever, then you can definitely have them all pre-rigged and throw them
Okay,
out.
cool. That answers my question.
I don't think Roy likes
All right.
the one of those.
What didn't you like, Roy?
I wanted to use Sabiki rig for the perch.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too.
that's too easy, bro.
That's why I asked.
I already tied it on. I was ready.
Just cut them leaders.
That's
off.
exactly. When I asked you about the white perch the other day, Kevin, that's exactly what I was thinking too.
Yeah. I knew you would.
Oh, so Stan, now it's plan F.
That's plan F. Here we go.
Danny said, "Tell that big kid down in the right corner he's getting nothing." He's talking about you, KP.
What?
Danny's talking about you.
Danny Stone fell, tripped, and hit his head today somewhere. I know it did. Wake up, Danny Stone.
Man, I wish I was back down in Santee catching shellcracker for this. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
I want to see you talking about Danny Stone. He said he gonna open up a can of you know what on us because he said he got a secret spot that they just jump on the hook.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We're gonna find out now.
He also talked a lot of smack during the River Wars tournament. We all seen how that worked out.
Oh wow! He had to bring Jim back up.
Love you, Danny.
Oh, Danny.
Skipjack count. Yep. Skipjack count. Shad count. If you can catch them on a hook.
Oh.
Perch count. Shellcracker. Any species of bluegill or sunfish. Crappie. If you can catch a shiner on a hook, like anything, bass count. All species of bass count. except
White
for
striped bass.
except for striped bass.
Oh,
White bass.
bad blasted striped fish.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Should striper count?
I don't know what type of bass.
It's not typically a
We're kind of
panfish
getting out of
though.
the panfish region. Like
That's
bass,
a saltwater.
largemouth bass
Yeah.
are kind of considered panfish.
Yep, they're in the sunfish family. So
Yeah.
I'd agree with that. I was only trying to get a little advantage. You know, hey, I come in second too many times. I'm trying to get any free advantage I can here.
I don't want to
Stand three caught. Well, I was just going to say, stand three caught 30-something stripers last night. So,
Oh, wow.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know about striper. That's more of a. I mean, we have landlocked striper here, but that's kind of like a saltwater type fish. But
yeah,
I think
your white
largemouth
bass, your white bass. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
White bass, yellow bass, largemouth, smallmouth, spotted bass,
Yellow perch, white perch,
yellow
all them
perch,
good.
white perch. It's at 8 a.m., Jody.
Yep.
Tilapia,
on, Jody.
if you can catch them.
Bring it on, Jody.
Yeah.
Come on.
We'll do skipjack, but again, one hook. Let's see what else in the pan for you got. Pumpkin seed brim, red breast, spotted sunfish, green sunfish, bluegill, shellcracker, or red ear, whatever you want to call them.
What about warmouth?
Warmouth.
Yeah.
Yep. Any kind of perch.
The sun family is big. The sunfish family is big. I'm just saying.
And that's why I like that as many species as you can catch, because you can really get deep in that.
Looks like Jody's in.
I want in for skipjack. One hook, Jody. Once
No, the biggie big.
looks like most times when you say one hook, people are like, never mind. Like Roy just second guessed it. He's like, I don't know if I want to do this no more.
Well, she could do the Foley spoon for the skipjack. That would work great for skipjack.
There you go.
Yeah.
I was going to
That's
say
a one
live
hook,
bait
and that
only.
works great.
I was going to say live bait only, but I'm not going to do that to you.
Thank you, because I was thinking of fishing too. So.
Nina's
Forgot the stuff
kayak
over.
crew. What? One hook? How many rods? One rod. Yep, there goes Jody. She's out again. So Dustin's showing off his rig. That's cool. That's a cool idea. Let me put you up there on solo. What is that?
Huh? That's a souped up pocket fisherman.
Nice. I'll have brim busters for me and Catfish Bill, and I also have some crappie rods that I bought that I'm going to bring out in case we need to cast out to them. What the crap? I use
This thing back there with a fire.
rods and 3 hooks.
You
I
can do
got
it
a
just
question.
Go for it.
Can you throw catfish rods out while you're out?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, only one bait rod. I mean, this is for entertainment, guys. Who really cares who wins except for if you're really competitive, But it does count for the tournament series. So if you win, you get points towards the tournament series. And I know Danny's involved in that. And maybe other people, I don't know, you might be involved in it after this weekend. But you don't have to do anything special. You don't have to declare anything. If you win, then you get 15 points towards the tournament series.
How many does Stan get for second place?
I was going to say, this is a paddle cat tournament, so we already know second place is locked up. I've got that hands down.
Oh, man.
But it's a fun time just to get up on screen, to have fellowship with everybody.
Exactly.
And if you can bring a kid. They can have their own rod. With one rod per person.
I might have a young man. I might get on the boat with a young man and his dad. I got to talk to
There you
him
go.
and see if if they open Saturday.
All the fish count. Like if you got 3 people in your boat, all the fish count. And everybody on the boat will be their individual angler. So if you have 5 people on your boat, then there's 5 more people entered in the tournament right there.
It'll just help catch that 500 quicker.
That's right, and that's the point. It's like
quickest tournament ever.
Yeah, we're trying to get to 500, and the real thing is when we get to 499, everybody's gonna be focused.
That's my rod.
So they might go in the water.
Yeah, if that thing comes off the hook, people might be jumping in to get it.
might be like Daryl jumping, knocking somebody out the way to get you to run.
Oh man!
Come on, Jody.
The problem is when you get to 498, nobody's going to catch the 499th one.
Oop! It got off. It got off.
There's Steve Ransom. What's going on, Steve? There's Pastor Eric B. What's going on, guys? Check out Eric B at 2 p.m. on Sundays for some Bible study.
Hashtag Fish Church.
One hook. Yep, Fish Church. Danny Stone said, if I can't find a clicker, can I tie knots in a rope? Whatever you want. You just got to keep track of your fish without cheating, Danny Stone. Where you at, Danny Stone?
Truck boy.
No finger tricks. There's Robin says she may have 2 kids. That's awesome. Fracture Fix in the house.
Hey.
What's going on, Fracture Fix?
Yep, Robin's in it. Pontoon Jody said 1 rod, 1 hook. I'm gonna have to think about that.
Come on, Jody. Don't be a wimp, Jody. Come on, you can throw the catfish rod too. Come on.
Yeah, Mark Smith. There you go, Danny. Bring you a chalkboard and some chalk.
There you go. Just write it on a rock. Even just bring a chalk and a rock. You know you
get you a Sharpie, right? 2 stand. Get you a Sharpie, man.
There you go. There you go.
Your hand.
There you go. Danny put beads on that rope. That's a good idea.
There you go.
Well, Danny's about my age. He should be used to chiseling in the rocks to write. We didn't have paper and pen back in the day. We used to have chisel into the rock.
There you go.
Oh, Jody, you can
Come
do
on,
it.
Jody. Just this once, Jody. You can do it.
Come on, Jody.
Here's the deal, Jody. You won't get bored and fall asleep.
That's right, Jody. Come on.
Tell you what, Jody,
Kevin,
if you do, we'll wake you up at 4:50.
Kevin, that's one of the awesome things about this is that it's a group. We do a lot of the online tournaments, and it's like, oh, can the Joeys catch fish? Can this? Can that? And everybody can catch fish. Everybody can have fun. We're just looking for that person that just happens to catch that 500th fish. What a great way. And what one of us out there didn't start with catching bluegills, didn't have a cane pole or fishing on the dock with the whatever. I mean, everybody out there can relate to that. I think that's what's just absolutely. You talk about an inclusive tournament. This is it.
I think the hardest thing is going to be keeping track of how many fish the group has.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why I'm kind of hoping that somebody
Step up.
We have 9 anglers back again with Jody added back in because Chrissy said to go ahead and give her spot away. So Jody took that spot. But if we have somebody that wants to pop up and co-host that's like at home and not fishing, we'll all have some kind of device to keep track. Like I have 3 or 4 clickers here, so I'll give Bill one and I'll have one. And then I sent one to KP and other people may have them as well. But when I say, all right, I'm up to 17, then they got to add that up real quick. Because I think
Kevin,
we get 500 a lot quicker than we think.
Yeah.
My suggestion might be once we get, we'll have maybe like half hourly or 15 minutes or whatever count. Whoever's hosting can add it up. And then once it gets to like 450 or 4 whatever, every fish that you catch has got to be yelled at like palmetto bluegill. So they can add it. Okay, that's 456. Okay, 457, 458. The whole can kind of keep a countdown going too. I think that'd be pretty cool idea.
What
It'd
I
probably be a good
might try to
idea.
do-
Also, whoever's going, if somebody steps up and does this thing, they bring a quackalator too, so they can add it up quick.
Well, what I might do, what might be easier is if I have 2 clickers, or maybe since Bill's gonna be on the boat for me, maybe Bill can keep track of both of our fish, and I'll have a clicker for everybody.
Hey, that'd be cool.
If I don't have a co-host, so that
That'd be
might.
hard to keep up, but
Cool.
But
That will work.
what we won't be doing is everybody won't be, we won't be going, making everybody big, like doing this every time somebody catches a fish.
Yeah, Lord, they got it right.
I got a fish. Stan got a fish. 2 Stans. Kevin got a fish. Because I think it's going to be fast like that.
oh yeah.
So we won't have to worry about that.
So
Bex
if we're
did a
catching,
great job in the
Maybe-
ladies. Maybe
it's all right, right?
Say again, Dustin.
I'll say maybe we should reach out to Bex. She looks like she had a lot of fun hosting the ladies call-out tournament. Maybe she'd be interested in.
Yeah, maybe I'll reach out to her. What'd you say, Stan?
No, I was just gonna say, even if we're getting little bitty bluegills,
Hey, they count.
there's some stunted lakes, there's some stunted ponds around here.
That's what I'm hoping for, because I got one spot I can catch them bird like it by
There you
the hundreds.
All right, Jody said, to be clear, it's not who hooks up with the 500th fish. It'll be who pulls in. Actually, it'll be who pulls in, unhooks, and shows it.
Yeah.
That's kind of the clarity we went through tonight.
So it'll be the host though who determines the winner, right?
Yeah, loosely. Danny said, so are we clicking just our fish or everybody's? You're just clicking your fish. And I will, if I don't get a co-host, I will click every fish I hear. And I'm just going to have it around my neck. And if I hear, all right, here's another one, click, not fish on, here's another one. Because fish on may be fish off. And
Right.
you can't back them clickers up. So I'm going to wait till it's officially fish off hook and counted. Hey, Mike Stokes, what's up?
What's up, brother? I'm from Virginia, brother.
Uncle B said, let's just say I win. Give me all the gifts. Robert said, Jody, get James and Daryl to fish with you. That'll be a show in itself. Oh, man. I don't know if we can handle that.
That'd have to stay muted.
I was listening to James and Daryl on the way home, and I was like, oh, my God, you guys need to, like, kiss and make up.
Kiss and make up or get
Kevin,
a room.
apparently if they're not doing that, they feel awkward. So I mean, that's just normal everyday talk. Apparently,
I guess.
Well, guys, I gotta go. I got to get myself ready for bed. I got to work at 5 in the morning.
All right, brother. We'll see you on Saturday.
I'll see you. You gonna send me the link, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll see y'all Saturday morning.
All right, buddy.
All right.
All right. Danny said, if everyone hits their clicker every time someone catches a fish, the mass majority with the same number will be assumed as the correct number. Yeah, but then it's harder to tell who caught the most fish for the medal, because there is a medal for most fish.
like at one point in, like 2 hours in, we could do a roll call and say, okay, Dustin, how many did you catch? How many did you catch? And we could actually come up with a score at like 2 hours in or whatever.
Well, like I said, I think it'd just be easier if I keep track of everybody's, and then Bill will keep track of mine and his together.
Right.
And between him and I, we'll know who caught the most. I'm probably going to catch the most, but
Hey, you can be too busy clicking. Wait a minute, I got to keep up with this clicker.
Then you have to reset it. Like, oh, damn, hit one.
Look, you forget I fish with a brim buster, man. I always got a hand free.
I hear you, buddy.
You gotta take it off the hook.
That's right. Danny said, plus I want to make KP run up the bank and hit the clicker every time I catch one.
Yeah, man. You gonna make me work, bro.
That's a nice sticker, Landon.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
There's Muddy
Oh,
River
my God.
Catfishing. What's up, Chris? We got something hoping comes in the works with Chris involved. That's about all I
Cool.
can tell you. Hey, Jim, what's up, man? Good to see you. Fisher Big Mike said 5 a.m. is too early. Tell me about it. Let's see. Catch up with chat. Avid said watching KP run would be a good sight, Danny. Jeez, KP.
I'm gonna tell you what. If you
I'd
see
beat
me
all these
run,
enemies.
I'd be happy running. Believe me, it's been a while.
You and me both, brother. You and me both.
You know what I'm going through, Stan. Me, you're going through pretty much the same situation.
Uncle Jeep said, so who's performing the halftime show? I think that's Jody. I think we said the last person entered in. So Jody will do her catfish dance for everybody.
Oh, I thought she was going to do a quick cooking seminar.
No, she's gonna show up without taking a nap.
Might burn down whoever boat she's on.
Jody cooking. I'm gone.
She's gonna make Jello for everybody.
Mark says sounding can be hard to keep up with. No, I think we got it. I think that'd be a good system. And if we do get a co-host, then we don't got nothing to worry about. But I think if I keep the overall clicker, we'll be good to go.
And Kevin, I think what everybody's got to remember is the number one rule of this tournament is to have fun. So
that's right. Have fun, fellowship together. Low pressure. There's no how to cook a zebra cake. Official Big Mike said, if you see me running, you better keep up because it's big. Something bigger's trying to eat me.
Look, I'm gonna tell you one something. I found out at the first Tennessee meet and greet, that rascal can scratch the bank up. You hear what I'm saying? He can get in the bank. Because we was sitting there and the rod went off, the clicker went to buzzing. That joker jumped up and he was there before we could even look and turn around and look at the rod. He said, oh, come here, hog leg, it's your rod, it ain't mine.
Oh, Big Mike? Yeah. Hey, man, he used to jumping up in them excavators.
Yeah.
Hey, Guerrero, what's going on, man? Good to see you.
What's up, Margaret?
Robert said Jody will boil hamburgers halftime. Jody must have fell asleep. She's not chiming back in.
She's practicing on how to take a nap.
No, she's been there practicing on making brownies. She's gonna cook brownies for the halftime show.
Something that I think all of us have forgotten is that Lauren is going to be in this tournament.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what I'm worried about right now.
Lauren Murillo. And if she doesn't catch the most fish, Lauren and Landon, they're probably going to catch the most fish.
Yeah.
Then I don't think we need to worry about Jody too much because Murillo's voice is going to lull her to sleep.
Yeah.
He's going to be talking about, going with, river certified and catching all these channel cats. And then she's just going to be, over there snoring.
Well, that's Jody out. And Kevin, I never go above second place in any of your tournaments. So there's two of us out right there. So
there's
I'm just hoping to catch one.
What's up, Sean?
I can catch one. I'm way out of my league here, people.
What's up, Sean?
There's Maddie, wanna be? Anything is possible. Said, hey, all popping in and say hi near my bedtime. Yeah, we're getting close to that too. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna get out of here promptly at 9:30 tonight because I also have a 5 a.m. wake up call.
I gotta wake up at 3 a.m. I'll give y'all a call.
Yeah. See, you don't gotta go nowhere. You just got to run your highly successful morning show.
Well, see, we're gonna be on Hog Legs channel, so yeah, you're right.
There you go. So
no, we have a good time in there.
Yes, I look forward to it every morning, except for Friday morning. So we're talking about if you're just coming in and let me know, hit the thumbs up if you like this 8:30 time. I kind of like it because it's a little out of the ordinary. It gives people, especially on Wednesday nights, those of you who have like Wednesday night church things, you can at least catch some of the show. Let me know if you like it. Hit the thumbs up. I know Kenneth has to go to bed. he's probably gonna jump
I'm
right.
good. I lay down for about 45 minutes before the show, so I'm good.
So we're talking about the Palmetto 500 Panfish tournament this Saturday, 8 a.m. Eastern time until we catch 500. Now, what we haven't talked about is, and I don't even really want to mention it, but it has to be said, if we're struggling to get to 500, it's like 2:00. It's like, it might be another Outlast tournament. Who falls asleep first, and Stan might win
I've
that
been
one.
involved.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold back things up. Stop the press. You
No.
mean to tell me we can't take a nap, man?
You taking that? Go for it.
KP, it's
Come
only
on,
the
man.
500 fish that matters. You can sleep the entire time.
Hey, you
Yeah,
know what?
man.
KP,
I
you
might have-
taking that? When we catch the 500 fish, all of us will leave the stream and just leave you up there running.
Hey, I've been there, done that.
It'll be KP like this. KP like,
Yeah, I'll be like, I wake up and look around and say, hey, anybody there? Hey, what the?
where
Yo,
did Ducky
where
Head
the
go? Oh man!
Awesome. I was proud. There's 2 more kids.
Hey, hi and Muddy Fishing. How you doing?
Hi, Muddy. What's up? Good to see you again.
Robin says she'll have her 2 grandkids with her. 205 is in the house. What's up, 205? Danny said, I can sleep standing up. Y'all never know.
Been there, done that.
We thought you were sleeping last Saturday when we kept, you know.
I ain't lying. He was real quiet, man. I said, something wrong with him, man. I don't know what happened. Why he put the smack down on him or something?
Somebody needs to contact Danny. We were afraid, like, he ain't talking. This ain't
No,
Danny.
he was real quiet. I mean, uh-oh.
Focused.
Yeah. I was. He did take it. All right, so we're talking about the Panfish 500, which is a part of the live tournament league, the live fishing tournament league, which I introduced this year along with my buddy Brian B. And others who have tournaments. Right now, I don't think this is the old leaderboard. I believe. Yeah, that's the old leaderboard. But definitely have some. We got some ties going for first place. I should have downloaded the new leaderboard. But if you want to get involved in the tournament league, the winner will get a championship wrestling style belt. At the end, Royal, what's going on? At the end of the year, and there will be a legacy trophy. Hey, Helena, how's it going? Which this trophy will be passed around. Your name will go on the trophy, and you'll get to hold on to it for a year as long as you're coming to CatCon, and then you'll bring it back, and it'll be up for grabs again. But you'll get to keep the belt, so that's kind of cool. Put that leaderboard back up there. 500s at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. And there's other tournaments too, guys. Brian B has one on June 9th.
Yep.
And then there's a carp battle from Sharina on the June 10th. June 16th. I don't know if this one has changed or not. But Brian's got a few. I'll just go through these quickly. There's a crappie tournament on June 24th. Finesse Classic is coming up. I have one called the Tour to Whiskers. Guys, I want to talk about that one real quick. The Tour to Whiskers is going to be awesome because you have to move every time you catch a fish.
Oh.
If you catch a fish, you have to move, and I'm still working on the amount of yards. Still working on the rule, but that should be fun. And you also have to catch fish in different modes. So you just can't catch a fish, anchor and just throwing the line out. Like if you're a bank fisherman, and I'm trying to be inclusive with this. So bank fishermen will have to move too. And they'll have to use at least 2 different modes. So bank fishermen, the regular throw it out with the lead, but maybe you use a bobber on one, and you catch a fish on a bobber, or you use a different rig or something like that. So that should be fun. And boat fishermen and kayak fishermen, you can drag baits or you can suspend baits, something like that. So that's a cool one. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be fun because people aren't going to be able to just sit there and have the camera pointed on their rods, waiting for a
Well,
fish. They
thanks,
actually
Kevin.
gotta move. Yeah, I know. Right? Join if you dare. Then there's another carp tournament on Sharina's channel. So if you're, and this is multi-species league, guys. It's not just catfish, obviously, because we're doing panfish. But you can catch carp. This one is the Whisker Open. It's based on tennis. Rules to come soon. But both, by the way, both the Tour de Whiskers and this tennis one are on your own channel. So there's unlimited entries, guys. So if we have 100 YouTubers that want to participate in these tournaments, they can. But there's only one first place. So that should be cool. Then this is a traditional style tournament, the Monster Hunt Volume 3. This is only for the trophy, the biggest catfish. That's it. That's the rule. The biggest catfish wins. That's it. Biggest catfish wins. That's how you win that one. On November 4th, Brian B will have the Whisker Cup, which is based on golf. And I believe that'll be on your own channel. And then to end the season, we'll have the Whisker Bowl, which is the football one that we, obviously based on the Super Bowl, where you get points for each fish based on football scores. There are some others that have been talked about being added. We may add those. If you have a tournament that you're doing and you want it to be involved, you just got to communicate. That's all. Just got to communicate. The ladies tournament, I know there's still one more day, right, that we have to make up. The
They're
ladies
not going to make it up. They're not going to make it up.
They're not going to make it up.
Schedules wouldn't work.
So we're gonna see. I'm not sure who's in the lead for that, but if you fish the ladies, that you'll all that's involved as well, so you'll get points for that. So as soon as I get an update from Tanya for that, then we'll get those added into the points as well. Avid said he still needs anglers for his battleship tournament, guys. So check him out over there. We got some pink waving hands. I miss anything cool in chat there? There's River Rat. What's going on, River Rat?
What's up?
2 stands to work on catch fish. Work to catch fish. I guess talking about moving around. How far do you have to move? I was thinking about, like, for bank fishermen, you got to move 50 yards. I don't know. I don't bank fish, so I don't know if 50 yards is unreasonable. I don't know.
It depends where you.
Stan?
No, that'd be all right. That's not too bad. It's hard for old crip like me to move, though. I don't know.
Yeah, and I want to make it accessible for everybody, so I don't want to make it too ridiculous. But I don't want you to be able to move 10 yards and catch right back to the same spot. You know what I mean? So that's what I was thinking. 50 yards, you could possibly throw back to the same spot, but
maybe one rod you could. The rest of them would be spanned out different.
Yeah. Lance said, heck, 20 yards is good. Okay, cool. That's the kind of feedback I need for that.
Kevin, it depends on where you're from. Like around here, there's not a lot of bank spots. So 50 yards means you got to move to a whole nother spot. Like you can't just move
around
down
the whole bend
yards
down halfway down the road.
Right. And that's the only problem with that tournament. I don't want to exclude any bank fishermen or, that would be the only people that kind of struggle with that rule. But anyway, we'll keep working on that. Those of you who are bank fishermen can help me. Of course, if you don't have, like I don't have enough space to move at all if I were to bank fish. So maybe that's not the tournament I want to be in.
Well, see, the problem that I have bank fishing and moving is I might set up in a spot I got a good signal. I go 50, 75 yards down the bank and I got nada.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. Yeah. At the dock, if you move 5 feet, you're in a spot.
Yeah,
You don't got any,
you move this much at the dock, you're like, hey, don't think, don't.
Yeah.
How'd that go again?
Hey, man.
Yes,
Like, what
well, maybe,
language is that? Oh,
and
You know,
look,
Kevin, in those situations, I was just gonna say maybe a time, okay, 15 minutes or something, the equivalent of a move.
yeah,
Just an idea. Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out
I
there.
like that. Throw me ideas.
that's pretty cool, Stan. I like that, man.
Throw me ideas. It's, the idea obviously come from, boat fishing, because, if you catch a fish and, you reel up and you move 100 yards, if you're dragging baits and you catch a fish, you still have to move 100 yards. But maybe you've already moved 50 yards and you hadn't caught a fish yet. That's kind of how it was centered around. But I really don't want to exclude anybody, because that's the purpose of the live tournament fishing league, is to be inclusive and
Right.
not to exclude anybody. So, but that idea is just so cool that I don't want to let it go.
And let's remember, it's the Tour. It was for the Tour de France, but what's the name of the tournament?
Tour de Whiskers.
Tour de Whiskers. So the whole thing with the bike race, and they get to the checkpoint, they're always moving. So that's the whole premise behind it. So I get it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. And there's also stages. So it's kind of like, the stages were kind of like, maybe I had another idea where you also had to do a different mode. So maybe your next fish has to be off a bobber if you're from the bank instead of moving, or something like that. So,
There you go.
yeah, we'll work something out that way. It's accessible. Everybody has a chance to enter, because again, it's on your own channel. So it doesn't matter how many people there are. There could be 100 people. But anyway, I thought that would be a good idea.
Kevin, the great thing with those is the small channels, even everybody from the other channels were going and checking out even the newer channels. So the new channels actually got the most benefit, I think, from that, because they had more people getting exposed to more people than some of us that have been doing this for a while. So awesome idea. Everybody loves them. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, and you saw that was evident with Austin. Austin got a bunch of fishing fever. And how that works, guys, is everybody uses the same thumbnail. I just put your logo on your thumbnail for you, and we all have the same description. And in the description is a link to everybody's live stream that's fishing it, so that all you have to do is go in any of the descriptions and click on the link. Now, the only problem we have with that is some people set up their live stream incorrectly, or they went live on YouTube and they were vertical and instead of horizontal, so they had to redo it. So that kind of messed it up a little bit, but it's nothing that we didn't overcome. So let's see. Yeah, Austin hit 1K last week. That's awesome. Yep. Andy Finn, as possible, said, as long as the fish are required to move too, should work fine. Well, guys, I really appreciate you guys coming up and taking time out of your Wednesday night, especially those of you got to get up early. And I know KP's got a show in the morning.
Hey, man, don't bother me, man. We'll rock and roll till then. Then we'll get a big cup of coffee.
Yeah, that's right. So Saturday morning, 8 a.m. on Palmetto Cats channel. This one is just on my channel, but we'll have myself and Catfish Bill 66 will be on the boat with me. Murillo Family Fishing, Roy Reeling by Faith, Two Stands, Team Snagging Whiskers, Dustin and Landon, Robin, Adventure with Robin C and her two grandkids, Danny Stone Outdoors, KP Takedown Catfishing, and just tonight added Pontoon Jody. So there's going to be a lot of cool anglers out there. Go ahead, Dustin.
I just wanted to real quick, if you don't mind me plugging Austin.
Yeah, go for it.
He's out fishing live right now. So if anybody wants to go check him out after this, we're trying to get his watch hours up.
I think Austin and Laura the Explorer are both out.
Yeah.
So go check them both out, guys. Go live fishing is fun to watch. So go check them all out. All right.
Yeah, we talked with Austin this morning on the show for a little bit. He come up on the panel and
I saw
we
that.
was congratulating him. And he's a good channel with some good content. People, y'all need to check him out. He needs to watch our one, so let's help him out.
Absolutely.
He sounds like
We are-
Josh from the Weekend Angler. As a person who listens to a lot of live streams on the road, like when I clicked on it, I was like, is Josh with him? Like, no, that's Austin. He sounds like him. All right, guys, I'm going to say a prayer. We're going to get out of here. Heavenly Father, I thank you again for this live stream, this channel, Lord, that you get to that we get to share our love for the great outdoors and the gift that you've given us through that. Lord, I pray for everyone who is going through surgeries and illnesses, Lord, and I just pray that you would surround them and comfort them. Lord, I want to pray for some people in the community tonight. Hammered Down Catfishing, Lord, him and his family, his heart is failing, Lord. We just pray for him that you would heal his heart. Lord, there's so much going on. We just ask you to wrap your arms around all of it, like you did with Roy. And we just thank you. And I just pray that you would protect us all as we go from here, that you'll be with us on Saturday and provide fair weather and good camaraderie, Lord. And it's all in your name we pray.
Yeah, Amen. Amen, brother. Amen. Good praying, brother. Woo.
Yes, sir.
I might not go to sleep till 2:00, man. Good Lord.
Uh-oh. All right, everybody. You know the drill. Till next time, happy fishing.